Photos have spread across the web showing a huge field densely stuffed with Li-Fan hatchbacks. The portal found out where these images, freezing the soul of every car owner, came from. According to analysis, in the last 2 years, people in China have been spotting thousands of abandoned new cars that comply with government requirements. The cars include license plates and annual inspection marks. So, what's going on? Welcome back to the world of China. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's move on. And a friendly reminder, a small percent of our viewers subscribe to our channel, so if you like this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can change your mind anytime. Even in the large auto market on the planet, where more than 20 million cars are registered annually, car manufacturers can go bankrupt. As we recall, last year a Chinese court agreed to declare Li-Fan bankrupt by electing external management. The Chinese government's volatile policies have led to broken capital chains for many companies in the business of online car sharing to abandon the new cars. Because their business operations are no longer sustainable, some companies chose to abandon these low-end vehicles. 2016 was a hot year for bike sharing in China. Though, car sharing became a business model sought after by venture capital firms and end users. At the time, the car-sharing industry was dominated by tech startups, internet companies, vehicle manufacturers, and real estate developers, with all of them trying to get a piece of the action. In 2017, the overall financing amount of the shared car industry experienced explosive growth. However, by 2019, many investors realized that China's sharing economy wasn't as big a market, some capital started to retreat. In May 2018, Christmas internet giant Baidu and Panda Auto, an EV rental operator under the Chongqing-based automaker Li-Fan Group, jointly launched China's first shared autonomous vehicle pilot program in Chongqing. During the one-month trial operation, Panda Auto deployed 6 autonomous vehicles for the public in the Baidu Panda Autonomous Vehicle Demonstration Park of Chongqing's Langjiang New Area. However, the result of the trial was underwhelming. In February of this year, the Chinese car-hailing platform Panda Auto shut down amid a debt crisis at the parent company Li-Fan. The electric car tech startup later filed for bankruptcy. The Li-Fan 330 EV01 cars are left in the lot to rot after filing for bankruptcy. The unsold electric cars have become yet another relic of consumerism abandoned to rust and rot. Founded in 2015, Panda Auto had over 20,000 cars and more than 4 million registered users. It operated in 12 cities including Hangzhou, Chengdu, and Zhengzhou. The platform had also secured a license to test autonomous driving in Chongqing. Panda Auto was unable to refund user deposits within the agreed period from last July because of the impact of the crisis at Li-Fan. In addition to the parent company, the bankruptcy procedure also overtook the taxi service Panda Auto, a kind of Chinese analog of Uber, which was just controlled by Li-Fan. As a result, all the cars that made up the vehicle fleet were abandoned. Meanwhile, Panda Auto had about 20,000 Li-Fan 330 EV01 electric vehicles at its disposal. This is the battery version of the Smiley model. Some of the hatchbacks found new owners, but still, thousands of cars were abandoned in the open. The parent company Li-Fan Group was founded in 1992 by Yin Mingshan. Li-Fan is the maker of Li-Fan 330 EV01. The company also develops, manufactures, and sells motorcycles, cars, and gasoline engines. Li-Fan was founded by entrepreneur Yin Mingshan in 1992 as a motorcycle maker and produced its first car in 2006, the Li-Fan 520 four-door sedan, which was later exported to Russia. Sales have remained a fraction of domestic rivals such as Geely. In 2018, it raised nearly 4 billion yuan, selling land to the government and unit Li-Fan Motors to electric vehicle or EV startup in Li Auto. Li-Fan's debt totaled 31 billion yuan or $4.4 billion in June last year, with 60% due within a year. While assets stood at 41.5 billion yuan, company filings showed its cash balance was 370 million yuan versus 3.1 billion yuan at the end of 2017. The automaker had only 450 million yuan out of 12.6 billion yuan worth of credit lines from 25 banks, filings showed. Liquidity-starved Li-Fan is set to propose debt restructuring to creditors with options including asset sales and debt-to-equity swaps, and plans to complete the restructuring as early as August, said the two officials, but they refused to reveal their name. Recall that the Li-Fan Group itself was acquired by a state investment fund and a division of Geely Technology. In this situation, Xizang Geely Holding Group Company Limited walked in. They plan to become the top shareholder of Chongqing Lifan Holdings Limited and inject fresh capital into China's one-time leading motorcycle maker, said two of the people who declined to be identified as the matter was private. The price and size of the stake and the amount of fresh capital were not immediately clear, but they respectively owned 51 and 49% of the shares. The new owners decided not to return to the release of the old Lifan models. Geely, which is also the biggest shareholder of Daimler AG, declined to comment. Lifan didn't respond to requests for comment. After completing the takeover, Geely plans to shift part of its EV business and production to Lifan, said one of the people. Another Chinese EV startup brand, Byton, is reportedly facing bankruptcy circumstances. The news was confirmed by Byton, affirming that one of its creditors had filed a request to start the proceedings. The announcement is a setback for the world's largest electronics contract manufacturer, Foxconn, which announced its strategic partnership with Byton in January this year. The partnership aimed to bring Byton's first product, the M-Byte SUV model, into mass production before the Q1 of 2022. It also fits into Foxconn's roadmap to hit the global EV market. Foxconn has been heavily involved with Byton from the very outset. As early as 2015, Tencent Holdings, Foxconn, and Chinese automaker Harmony New Energy Auto co-founded a joint venture, which in turn invested in another startup, Future Mobility Corporation or FMC. Following several internal issues, Foxconn and Tencent left the joint venture, and FMC eventually named its EV brand Byton. By 2020, Byton was already in a series of challenges, and China's state-owned TV channel accused Byton of having consumed 8.4 billion yuan without being able to enter volume production. The one key challenge was Byton's decision to follow Tesla's footsteps by establishing its production facilities, which weighed down Byton's progress. China's industrial growth and tech ambitions are a major scam. China keeps building a lot of hype around its major projects and tech ambitions. However, more often than not, these projects turn out to be a major flop. The case of China's electric vehicle industry is not very different. Over the recent past, the Western world has been quite fascinated by China's electric vehicle industry, partly due to the CCP propaganda about cutting emissions and promoting clean technology, and partly due to the euphoria generated by Tesla's early successes in the electric vehicle industry. However, with the communist nation going through a serious power shortage crisis, the electric vehicle industry bubble has burst all of a sudden. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this video, then give this video a big thumbs up and share it. For more exciting videos, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon. I'll be back with another exciting video soon. Till then, check out our channel for more exciting videos and stay tuned. Watch more about BMW partner goes bankrupt in China. The link is in the description below.